Your question is about the formal mode or the informal mode. Some people at some times are comfortable with formal mode, and some people at another times are comfortable with informal mode. Well, it's very important to have two skills. A skill to be informal and yet achieve the result without trivializing anything. Because some people in the garb of informality, they attempt to trivialize a serious conversation or a serious topic. And some others in the garb of formality becomes too involved in very minute details that it is an impediment to functioning itself. So there should be a good balance between formal and informal way of living, of interaction, and also one must know the nuances, the details, the etiquettes of formal interaction and that of informal interaction. See, to be successful, we need to be good at understanding bureaucracy. In any interaction, there is an element of protocol, there is an element of correctness, rules, there is an element of regulations in any interaction, and that amounts to bureaucracy. Your contract, your agreement, your memorandum of understanding, all these are the structure, these are the bureaucracy of an interaction. That's number one. Number two is the politics of an interaction. You may want to give a feel-good factor to your listener. You may have to maneuver through their ego stance, through their positioning of their understanding of something. You may want to make peace with somebody so that the function, the purpose is achieved. That amounts to understanding of the politics in interaction. The third dimension of an interaction is the entertainment part of it. You have to have an appeal so that your listener has an interest into what you are saying. You must have an appeal that your person who is interacting with you finds it interesting to interact with you. So you have to be entertaining to that person. That's dimension 3 of an interaction. Dimension 4 of an interaction is the commerce, the economics, the trade element in it. Every interaction has a trade element. Every interaction has a give and take element in it. There is a profit and loss in every interaction. So in every interaction you have to understand the economics and commerce of the interaction. And the fourth dimension of an interaction is the relationship. Sometimes the interaction is founded on relationships. Maybe between a friend and a friend, maybe between a kin, a kate, a husband, wife, or a neighbor, or some relationship is established for an interaction to happen. And another dimension, maybe the fifth or the sixth, is the value of the interaction, the human values, the ethics, the morals, the ethics and morals, the human values, where there is more of a give and less of a take, where there is a compassion element and an element that you forgive the other. And perhaps the other could be unforgiving to you. Well, this is the value dimension. So in any interaction, at any given point of time, it could be just asking for a cup of tea. It's as simple as that. Even when you ask for a cup of tea from a friend, you have to consider the trade aspect of it, the commerce and economics in it, the political aspect of it, the entertainment, the appeal, the interest aspect of it, the dimension of relationship aspect of it, and the dimension of value aspect of it. And that makes the interaction complete, and each one of you must get the skills in each one of these dimensions, and that's very important. Yeah, so how comfortable are you when things are formal, and how comfortable are you when things are informal? So these are the various types of skills we need to acquire. We need to learn the etiquettes of a formal setting, how to achieve our goal in a discussion that is formal, and at the same time how to behave in a situation which is informal. We have to attend to the way we think. See, everybody knows what to think, but very few knows how to think. For example, some are emotional driven people. So when you have to interact with emotionally driven people, then you need emotional intelligence, or you need to have an understanding of what is emotional thinking or intellectual thinking for that matter. Some people are very argumentative. They want logic, they want reasoning, they want a rationale, and they're bound by a cause and effect system where everything is linked to an action, a result is linked to an action. That's intellectual thinking. Or a third type of thinking could be sentimental thinking. Many people does not understand the sentiments, how to relate to sentiments, or even how to process the sentiment that they have to not only interact with, perhaps even confront with. So we have emotional thinking, intellectual thinking, and sentimental thinking. Now I'm just bringing your focus and attention to how do you think? What is the purpose of the way we think? Academic thinking, financial thinking, relationship thinking. All these are talent and skill that we have to acquire. Most of us are knowledgeable about what to think, but very few of us really learn how to think. So it's very important to categorize our thinking or even learn various types of thinking so that your interactions can be more structured, more pleasant, more calm, and more useful, and you can achieve much more. One of the folly of wrong interaction is your need to exit, need to disengage. Your need to disengage from any situation need not become your habit. You need to learn how to deal with the situation, how to handle that situation, how to relate to that person, and then grow out of that situation. You involve yourself into a situation and learn how to grow out of it, not to escape from it because you feel a sense of defeat in that situation or from the person. So learn to involve in, learn to be in, and you can certainly grow out of it after you have achieved the learning of various types of thinking, where you have mastered how to think. So let me bring you to the attention. Let me bring your attention to the bureaucracy of interaction, politics of interaction, the trade, commerce, and economics of interaction, the attraction, the appeal, and the entertainment of an interaction, and the human values in the interaction, and also emotional thinking, intellectual thinking, and sentimental thinking, and the factor of how to think, academically how to think, financially how to think, so that you can have a sports life, you can have an adventure life, you can have a financial life, you can have an academic life, you can have a professional life, you can have an informal life, and you will be comfortable in the formal setting, and that makes you a whole personality to be able to interact and to achieve your desired goals and results.